Hello, everybody. Different background today. I have moved my office space upstairs. This seems to be going on for a long time, so I've made myself an official office space now. So we are today returning to Psalm 23. We've had some guest devotionals from Lloyd and Alice over the last couple of days. So I'll just read through what we've been through so far in the Psalm. So we've been through the Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths, or paths of righteousness, as we said the other day. So today's we are looking at verse 4, where it says this: Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil. Your rod, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. And in other translations, that darkest valley is called the valley of the shadow of death. Just in case it couldn't get any darker, that's pretty much as dark as it gets, the shadow of death. So where I'd like to start is thinking this psalm is about a shepherd. So when we do walk through dark valleys, even the valley of the shadow of death, we can know we are being guided by our good shepherd, the Lord Jesus, who will guide us and lead us not only into the valley, but through it. So that is the first thing to remember. It says the valley of the shadow of death, and I know there's a lot of talk about death at the moment, and a lot of us might feel that we are walking in that valley right now, whether it's people we know or whether it's on the news. But just to say that the Lord is guiding us through this time too. Then it says this: I will fear no evil, for you are with me. And I just want to do a shout out of some of the previous devotions in case you've not seen them. So on the 23rd of March, I did one, Fear not, for I am with you. On the 25th of March, there was I will never leave you nor forsake you. And on the 27th of March, there is this I have overcome the world. Just thinking about how God is with us, and if God is for us, who can be against us? So do have a watch of those if you need a reminder of those promises. And I love how this psalm brings so many promises together. But we do not need to fear any evil because Jesus, our shepherd, is with us as we walk through this valley. And then the other thing about that valley is it's the valley of the shadow of death. It's not death itself. We're not talking about a valley that is a dead end. So just another reminder really that it's just a shadow. And what is it a shadow of? Well, in the valley you get the shadow of the mountain tops. So actually the fact that it's dark means that we are living in a shadow of something where we would get a heck of a lot of light on a mountain. The mountaintop experiences we get obviously are so good in life and things to remember and to look forward to, but something we can know when we're walking in a dark valley, when we're in the shadow, is that there are mountains surrounding us. So actually that mountaintop experience isn't far away when we're in the valley, even though it might feel like it. And I also just think about the darkest valley. I think it could refer to depression as well. When we look back at Psalm 22, David, which is the one just before, David's like, my God, why have you forsaken me? Why are you so far from me? And my cries of anguish. And he's talking about all of this stuff that's really dark and depressing. And David knows God as shepherd. And even just as we go through this Psalm 23, we move out of this valley because the next few verses are really positive. So again, it's almost like in Psalm 23, there's a valley, it goes down into this valley, then comes back up again. So as you see it, because 1, 2, and 3 are really positive verses, and then 5 and 6 are positive. But when we look at 4, it's like the valley in the middle of the psalm. So even the psalm itself is like showing us that, yes, there is a valley, but we come out of it. So again, be encouraged that no matter how dark your valley feels right now, you will come out of it. And the final thing I want to say is that the last bit of this says, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. And Again, you can look back on another devotion on the 30th of March, which says that the Lord disciplines the ones he loves. So his rod and his staff are what keeps us on the right path. So perhaps sometimes when we're in the valley is when we're more likely to leave the path because other things look better and we look like we might want to take comfort in other things, but actually God's rod and his staff, his discipline is there to comfort us, to make sure that we stay on that right path even when we're going through the valley. So hopefully that is really helpful for you if you're in a dark place, if you're in a depressed place, that you can know and you can look and you can see that mountaintops are on their way. And let's continue in this study as we move into more positive stuff at the other end of Psalm 23. God bless you and see you soon. Bye bye.